Hello, everyone. So, is there a connection between anxiety and digestion and bowel issues? A lot of comments in the videos on YouTube around is there a connection? Is it something to think about when you've got anxiety? Some people have problems just digesting food, reflux. They might have IBS, so irritable bowel syndrome, needing to go to the toilet frequently, problems when they're going to the toilet, loose stools, all that fun stuff. And they wonder, because they're anxious, is there some connection between, the whole digestive process and the whole bowel process? So needing to go to the toilet, whether it be um, urine, whether it be stools, whatever it is. So this is sort of the nitty gritty of the symptoms that often come up. So is there a connection between anxiety in the form of nervous system sensitization? If you're new to my channel, make sure you watch the full anxiety cure video series. Make sure you have a look at my online shop where they've got more detailed masterclasses about what anxiety is and how you recover from it, because that will help you if you do have digestive issues, bowel issues as well. There's some guided practices you can download too to start to practice, and I'll talk about what the connection with those practices might be to any digestive bowel issues that you might have, or just needing to go to the toilet more frequently. So again, is there a connection between nervous system sensitization and anxiety with digestive and bowel challenges? And of course, the answer is absolutely yes. And the reason is pretty simple. So if we go back to basics around anxiety, it's always good to go back to basics because there's always a logical explanation for why you've got a certain symptom if we take the time just to think it through logically. Remember, all anxiety is this tired, sensitized nervous system causing your flight or fight freeze response to be overactive, your stress response to be overactive because it's tired because of years of stress that has accumulated on the nervous system that hasn't been released. So in daily life, every day it's reacting as though there's a tiger about to eat you. You've probably heard me say that before. The reason why that's important is when your fight freeze is active, its sole focus is to protect you from that danger. It's not the time to focus on anything else, because if there is a tiger there, right, the only thing you really need to focus on is running from the tiger, freezing and hiding so it doesn't see you, or fighting it off if you can. One of those three things. So the body will generate all this adrenaline stress hormones to give you the energy you need to get the heart racing, to pump all the oxygen around to your muscles so you've got all the energy you need to maximize the chance that you will survive. Now, the problem with anxiety is that that same mechanism's operating day in and day out when there is no physical threat. The stress response is designed for those fairly rare occasions when we are fighting for our lives. Our life. If a car's coming at you in the street, if a vicious dog's chasing you in the street. But other than that, we don't really need it to activate in the way we've taught it to. Not deliberately, but that's what we've done. So when all that energy is summoned because your brain and your nervous system through your senses has detected some sort of danger, it starts to suppress other essential bodily functions. So again, tiger about to eat you, is it essential for you to perfectly digest your food? Because that requires a lot of energy from the body to get all the digestive juices flowing, to process the food, to break it down through your bowels, etc. Do you need to have all that done perfectly when you're facing a physical threat? No. Absolutely not. When there is a tiger about to eat you, you're happy for a bit of a crappy digestive experience if it means that your life will be saved. Now, when you think about anxiety, remember this flight, fight, freeze response is activating regularly. So it's not just once a week, you've got to look out for the tiger. And so that, gives a little bit of a negative effect to your digestive system, or it takes energy away from your bowel movements, your processes, whatever, so that you can absorb the nutrients properly in your system, that you can get all the stomach acid in, stomach acids in balance, whatever it might be, when we are activated over and over again, if it happens once a week, it's fine. The body can cope with a bit of stress. It can rebalance itself naturally, etc. But if we're getting activated over and over and over, the body's just not getting the chance to rebalance itself. So the nervous system is deliberately suppressing energy going to these essential bodily functions, including the immune system. That's why we might get sick a bit more often. We might be more susceptible to colds, whatever it might be. Because in that moment of fear, the body's like, no, there's a tiger here. Everything else can wait. But if we're doing that over and over again, the body starts to get out of balance because it doesn't have enough recovery time to get it back into balance. And so we start to have gut issues. We might have to expel. So again, if you're facing a physical threat, often people have the symptom of needing to go to the toilet. And so they expel to get rid of that so they can then again focus on the danger. So that's a really common issue. So the more we start to desensitize, then we allow the body the energy it needs to start to rebalance so that the good gut bacteria and it can start to grow again with the acidity, acidity levels will come back into the stomach. Your stools will firm up a bit because it's not so reactive, right? They're not just being expelled all the time because this stress response is coming up. Your urine, bladder, all that stuff starts to function more regularly. You have more control because we can focus on the muscles, etc., the pelvic control, all that sort of stuff. Whereas if you're constantly looking for the threat, again, energy in simple terms is diverted away from these bodily functions so they get out of balance. The good news is that the body always is trying to get back into balance through homeostasis. It's always trying to get back into balance. It's looking for ways to do it. So through all the practices on my channel, that's designed to allow you to do it. So when you start to learn when the flight or fight stress response is activated, you cannot repress it, not tense up against it, not resist it, which just keeps it going for longer. You can allow it. You can allow that energy to process freely, which is very freeing and healing for the nervous system, which starts to calm it down as we float through it. A lot of clients, and I did myself, start to notice all their physical symptoms clearing up as well. I've said in other videos that I used to get digestive issues. I used to get chronic tonsillitis. As I started to practice, before I recovered, by the way, before I technically recovered from anxiety, I never got tonsillitis again because my body started to have the energy because I was now releasing the stress, not repressing it through these practices. My body was given the energy and calming down the nervous system through desensitization started to allow the body to go back into homeostasis more. So everything started to go back into balance. And that's why so many people have, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, problems with how they go to the toilet, eat any which way, digestive issues, reflux, swallowing food, all the above. Just simply because they're not aware that they're sensitized and it's out of balance. So people go get endless treatments for it, but they're not dealing with the sensitization. Now, of course, I'm not a doctor. All I can tell you is what I know worked for me, what works for clients. But to my mind, it just makes perfect sense. We know that the stress response suppresses these other bodily functions. And if we're doing it over and over, then your body just doesn't have the energy to stay in balance. It knows what to do. So all the practices I encourage you to use on this channel and through the website, through the Anxiety Tool Shop on openchange.com.au, they're designed to help your nervous system desensitize, and the byproduct of that is that you will naturally rebalance. If you've got any questions on it, please let me know. I hope that helps. I know these symptoms are unpleasant, but they really do get better. It just takes a bit of time. I'll see you next time.